Hey everyone, this is MilGhost1349, bringing you today by request a look at different strap options, ranging from Cheapest NATO, CNS, to Amazon, all the way up to Bespoke and options in between. The reason we're doing this today is because I recently brought in an order from Tons Leather Straps that I found on Etsy. Fully customized and a great option at a very reasonable ask. So I am showing you some of your different options and comparing them against my order from Tons. Tons is based out of Vietnam, and we'll discuss some of the considerations if you are going to place an order from them. So let's take a look at our different options here. So starting at the bottom, we will have our CNS Cheapest NATO, right? Box calf, stitching's okay. Their buckles are customized to what they want here, as you can see there, and it's a nice low-cost option. The thing I like about CNS is that you can buy a dozen straps or so for a super low ask, and it'll give you a sense of what straps work best for your watch, specifically when you buy something new. Next we're going to go and we're going to take a look at some Amazon specials. This is a particular favorite of mine from a company that calls itself T-Strap. Again, you can find this on Amazon, and I really like it. I think it's for the value, and we're talking like 15 US, 20 Canadian minus. This is a great option. I've changed out the buckle here. It comes with just the standard buckle that you would expect at the price point, but it's nice leather, breaks in really easily. For what it is, really well made. Crazy horse leather, handmade, quote unquote. So if you're on Amazon and you're looking for a cool strap, that's a great option. I bought a number of them. Here it is in an olive suede. Your liner, nothing special. I wouldn't wager it's some special water resistant option. And the stitching tends to be a little bit loose, which I can't quite get in focus here. There it is. Tends to be a little bit loose, but again, you're getting for the value a really nice wearing strap. And here's one more that I have, and this is in a waxed calf. Comes with a nice buckle. This is their stock buckle. And again, in this version, you'll find that the stitching tends to be a little bit loose, but again, you're getting great value here. Amazon. So next, we're going to take a look at another Amazon special. All right, this one's a box calf. Stitching is uniform. It's nothing special. It's nice. This is a burgundy. It's true to the image on Amazon that they provided. I switched out the buckle here, but it's a great option again. When you're looking at $15, $20 and shipped overnight, it's a great value for what it is. So let's zoom back out here and let us take a look at some of our more expensive options. So in Canada here, we have SMC, Strap Mill Canada. They don't have a great selection, but what they do have tends to be very well made, uniform stitching. This is a Safano leather and is a nice unpadded option. Quick release spring bar. This runs, I think it was about between 50 and 75 Canadian. So subtract 25% for US dollar. It's a nice option, and it comes with priority post in Canada. So next in our more expensive, our mid-grade options, we have this ZRC. This came with my LUC Quattro, and I don't quite care for it. It's a high gloss gator. You can see that it's got a lot of wear here. Uniform stitching again, but for me it was nothing special. And what I found with a lot of the mid-tier brands is you're paying for a company that is based domestically, so a Western company, right? But you're not getting any really much additional quality. You might get better customer service, of course, or additionally a better return policy or any return policy, but that tends to be about it. So when we look at, we'll take a look, I almost forgot. This is kind of a middle low tier or priced option. This is off Amazon. Let's see if we can get it here. There we go. I think it's sorry, trying a new camera mount here. Vina Creations, right? They do gator and stingray, based out of Vietnam, but they have a store on Amazon here. $50 Canadian, so say about $40 US. And if you're looking for a stingray, you want to try it, it's a good option. And it'll ship domestically. I didn't quite care for it. It's padded, it's quite stiff. It'll take a long time to break in. But again, for $50 for a stingray shipped, not a bad option. So next, we'll take a look at high end. I have a couple Aran Bespoke options here. This is a forest green ostrich, right? And you can see craftsmanship here. It's hand stitched, broken easily, fully customized. And Aran's work is always top notch, always a great option. And here's black stingray. Nice tight stitching. This one's seen a lot of life. Beautiful central pearls. And again, beautiful strap by Aran. And then we'll compare against, this is an Omega leather. Again, this is seeing a little bit of wear. It comes with the Seamaster Olympic, which is a phenomenal watch that you'll see in just a minute here. This is their stock box calf in a rally store. Great uniform stitching here. Nicely done. So, next let's take a look at tons. So for tons, their straps start at about $60 Canadian and go all the way up to about $1.50, with the mean average being about, I want to say, about $75. And let's take a look at some of the options, and then we'll consider talk about some of the considerations. So here we have tons. So this is from my most recent order. All right, Tons does a Spanish stitching. I don't have. Aran does a really, really good Spanish stitching with a thicker thread. That is really second to none. So if you want the best, you go to Aran Bespoke, and you ask for a Spanish stitch, especially in gold or copper. It is just phenomenal. However, you're going to pay for it, right? And you're talking $250 to $350 Canadian ballpark, whereas this high gloss navy ostrich, fully customized, cost shipped priority cost about 75 Canadian, so say 60 US. And it is absolutely phenomenally done. hand stitched, custom laser engrave, and it's just fantastic. You can get them padded, unpadded. It's all up to you. You just have to specify it. All right. If I could ask for anything, I might ask for a thicker gauge of stitching, but to each their own. And one of the other really cool things Tons has available is this embossed calf leather that looks super cool. And again, nice tight stitching on these. Really cool pattern. This one, this is unpadded, breaks in really, really well. It's really soft. It might not last perhaps as long as a thicker, stiffer calf, but it's going to wear really comfortably right out of the box. So here it is on my Seamaster Olympic, and is just spectacular. This is the best example, and you can get this stitching customized. That other stitching one is in silver, and this one is in stock white, and it's just a great cool strap. Here's some other examples of different patterns that Tons can do. I changed out the buckle on this one. This one hasn't been broken in yet. And again, fully customized. I use Chopard. And you can have this without stitching. You could do row stitching or a channel stitch or down the side. It's all up to you. You just have to ask. Here's another really cool one. I have a number of my collection at the spa right now, so I don't have this mounted on anything. This is going to go on my Chopard St. Moritz, and it's going to just look fantastic with the blue dial on that. So again, you have some really cool patterns that you can get here. Here's another example of the ostrich. This is just a plain stock ostrich with a standard basic stitching, fully customized. So what are some of the considerations? Well, one is I've placed 2 orders so far with 2 different buckles. Now, when I'd last talked to Tons, I was informed that they didn't have any of the red gold, rose gold, whatever, pink gold, whatever you want to call it, buckles. But you can see these are significantly different buckles, quality-wise. So I don't know if something happened with the supplier or what, but the ones I got just the other day are much cheaper than these ones I got at the beginning of the year. Not to mention they only had the yellow gold looking or appearance ones. So first consideration. Next consideration is, here we have my Quattro. All right, it's on this beautiful burgundy box calf. However, when you look on Etsy and you look at the stock photography that they did, this comes off as a burgundy. In person, this is perhaps at best a chestnut. And I know it sounds ridiculous. I'm talking chestnut versus burgundy, and burgundy, for anybody who knows, is such a subjective color as it is. However, if you go into the reviews for Tons, there are some complaints that the final product, the tone color of the final product is different enough to warrant not a complaint, but a note in their reviews. So just keep that in mind. This, in the stock photography, looks again much more like a dark burgundy and almost like a museum calf. So that's like a patina or burnished calf. In reality, it is not. Okay, so just keep that in mind. But this is a phenomenal example of I think it was like $70 shipped, a Spanish stitching. So now let's talk shipping then. All right, so to Canada, and this is Canadian centric, using Etsy as the sales medium. All right, if you buy 2 or more straps, you can subtract, I believe it's 15% off. And however, you can get free standard shipping, which takes to Alberta 6 weeks. However, if you pay $50 Canadian, you can get priority international shipping, which to Alberta meant UPS. Right? So if you choose the priority shipping, you essentially want to get 5 straps or 4, buy a bundle, and then let's say you buy 5 straps, $50 shipped, and add $10 to the cost of each strap, right? But again, for the price, the value, fully customized, you can't beat it. It's a really great value, and I struggle to suggest anyone else that'll do this sort of work for the same price. So there you have it. Tons. Well, I guess this is, I should just add here, this is the padded version versus the unpadded. Not too thick. All right, and it's a little bit stiffer than the unpadded options, but still, it'll break in nice and quick. These unpadded ones pretty much break in immediately. Oh, and I forgot this one. This one's a fun one. It's almost like a marine blue. And is a nice little, something different, right? So, lots of options here. Amazon has some great, inexpensive and pretty decent options. But if you're looking for something, the best value, I'd suggest Tons. Tons is a great value. There's some other Vietnamese options, stores on Etsy as well that you can consider. And one thing to note with those is shipping. What is shipping going to cost? I almost placed an order with another company because they do have a museum calf. However, it was going to be $120 shipped, right? So $50 shipped, UPS International, which took like a week, calendar week to arrive here. That's fine, right? But you be the judge of what you think is reasonable based on your order. Thanks for watching, and yeah, have a great day.